anyone that lifts weights, you're tearing down muscle tissue, so you're going to have breakdown of the tissue that's going to get adhesed to other tissue. So what we're trying to do is take the stress off that muscle, keep the muscle healthy and, of course, flexible, pliable, and it's going to help with muscle growth, it's going to help with flexibility, and it's going to help avoid any injuries and even fix injuries. When it's something so tight, you're not going to get the blood in there like you need to. And that's what happens like with a lot, like my hamstrings get super tight. So when I train my hamstrings, I don't get the, like say the pump that I might get when I do chest or whatever else. You have super tight muscles and no flexibility and no stretching, your muscles aren't going to grow. This is going to help with all that. This guy's I think he's a chiropractor by trade, but he's a specialist in this active release. I mean, he's probably the guy in Vegas that, I mean, I've been going to him since 2003 or 4. Has he been a staple of my success in my career? Absolutely. So I want to do the hamstring and the lat, of course, and shoulder.
Alright, very good.
Whatever you think feels. I had last week off from you, so. But I do want to get this hamstring, that inside canal.
Where we were last time? Way
like,
up top?
Yeah, get it in there and then see how that feels. But you can feel there's a spot on the inside of the hamstring too. Feel kind of that?
Yeah, that's actually pretty sore. Yeah. The normal person, if you're looking at the quad, I may only have a couple inches of tissue. If you look at these ham hocks, I mean, it's 30 passes to the 2. Good. And he's getting bigger. So, I mean, Jay's dense. So what happens is, especially with inside that tissue, those fibers adhere and stick like a paintbrush with the fibers all here together. So as they start to stick and bind, it creates a scar. And what I'm doing is I'm finding those areas of concern. I'm taking a contact on them, and I'm holding a translated contact, so I'm not really compressing the tissue, even though there is some compression. You're trying to get those fibers to break free so that they can fill with blood. Ah! Oh! Ah! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Ow, 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 ow. Oh, right there. Oh. You have to laugh, it hurts so much, you know? That felt amazing, though. As much as it hurt. The biggest and most impressive thing is that each year it gets better. I deal with a lot of world-class athletes, thousands. You know, a lot of guys, post-season, there's a big change in their physique. Jay stays pretty much a specimen, if you will, year-round, looking great. Right in there, bud.
Yeah. Is it the hamstring?
Yeah, that's a hamstring with a little bit of adductor. Good, come back.
I don't know what that looks like on camera, but it's like...
I can tell by how hard he's working.
But when
you raise your head, there's things
like
that hurt.
we've discussed this, the necessity of certain areas of my body, and he's like, you know, a lot of places where people won't, you know, go to really relieve what stuck, you know. He's like, well, you have to get in certain places. It may not be the most comfortable, but
you got to put in the time, and he does that, whether it be my table or the gym. I mean, you have to have a pretty trained eye to even see some of the areas of major injury, and Jay's had his fair share of injury. He's worked through it. If you were to look at the recovery rate in which he had on the bicep, you know, it's a little bit of luck, great surgical, but great rehabilitative effort. I mean, just sometimes that you can't rehab. It's like putting together 2 ends of a paintbrush. That's a feat, man, right there. That's a huge feat.
See where it's for? You can see a little bit when I do a front lat foot. See that indent?